Guys, we have to solve and check in this case, okay? So you solve it and check in this expression here, this equation, which is x minus 4 over 2 minus 1 over 5 equals to 7x plus 1 over 20. So here we have fractions. So anytime we have fractions, ladies and gentlemen, so if you love fractions, you are very quick with fractions, no problem. You do not have to do this, meaning finding lowest common denominator, or if you choose to find the lowest common multiple, okay? So these are two different ways of, finding, but the answers are going to be the same afterwards. So I'm talking about the lowest common multiple and the lowest common denominator, okay? So it's two different steps, but they yield the same answers. All right, so we can find the lowest common denominator in this case then. So we have 2, 5, and 20. You guys can go back to our previous videos where we solved for a lot of questions on lowest common denominator. So that's the lowest number that can divide, okay, all these numbers at the denominators evenly, right? So in this case, if you guys know, or you guys can see, is 20. Why? Is because 20 can divide itself one time, 20 can divide 5 4 times, and 20 can divide 2 10 times. So that's the reason why the lowest common denominator is 20. Everybody with me? So LCD equals to 20. Like I said, you guys can go back to our previous videos where we have lowest common denominator, okay? Just type in YouTube, on our YouTube channel, lowest common denominator, so you're gonna have those just for a refreshment, okay? For a refresher. So in any case, so let's go and see now. So 20 is the lowest common denominator, so that means we gotta multiply everybody by 20, okay? So multiplying everybody by 20, meaning that you're doing 20, so because you have a fraction, so the best way to do it is do 20 divided by 2, which is what, 10. So that means we will have to multiply 10 by x minus 4, okay? So 20 divided by 2 is 10. So that's the reason why we have 10 here, so no more 2 underneath. And that's the reason why we are using the lowest common denominator, so we can quit the fractions. Minus, so 20 divided by 5, which is 4, so that means 4 times 1 is 4, equals 20 divided by 20 is out, so you end up with 7x plus 1, okay? So here we are for now. Then you have to remove the parentheses, yeah? So that is, you're doing 10x, because 10 times x is 10x, 10 times negative 4 is gonna give us negative 40. Then minus 4 equals to 7x plus 1. Are we good so far? Okay, so now you look at the left side of the equal sign, you combine like terms. You look at the right side of the equal sign, you combine like terms, right? If not, you're fine. So do we have it? Yes. So it's 10x. So negative 40 and negative 4 is going to give us what? Negative 44. And then that is 7x plus 1. We good so far? So then we have like terms 10x, 7x that we need to combine together. So I usually get crossed the lowest one to the largest one so that I can have a positive coefficient. All right? So 7 is lower than 10, so that means I would do negative 7x to combine them up. So 10 minus 7 is what? Is positive 3x. And that is equal to what? 1. Are we still solving for x? Yes. So that means what do we need to get rid of first? Negative 44 got to go. By doing positive 44 both sides, then we end up with 3x equals to 45. And because we're solving for x, we got to divide by 3 and 3. And then we end up with x equals to 15. All right? So x equals to 15. Now, do not forget the question says solve and check, because the common mistake that we make sometimes is we read the instruction, but afterwards, because we're doing well here, we do a lot of work, we forget about the fact that we need to check. So let's go and check it. So to check it, that means we're going to take the 15 and plug it back into the original equation, okay? The original equation. So that means what? So here we are. So this one, so instead of having x minus 4, that will give us what? 15 minus 4 over 2 minus 1 over 5. And this is equal to 7 times 15. Then plus 1 over 20. All right? So then we have 15 minus 4 that we have to calculate here. So 15 minus 4 is going to give us what? That is 11. So that's 11 over 2. And then minus 1 over 5. That is equal to 7 times 15. 7 times 15 is going to give us what? 105 plus 1 over 20. Then we have 11 over 2 minus 5, so you can still keep it for now. And then 106 plus 1 is 105 plus 1, which is 106 over 20. Okay, we all good so far? And then what's going to happen here, so in this case also, you can say, okay, let me combine these two together and then simplify, or let me simplify this one. Or you can still find the lowest common denominator, which is still 20. You multiply everybody by 20 and see which one is going to stick. Okay? So it doesn't matter at this point which one you go with. Again, you can combine these two together. Okay, 10 is going to be the lowest common denominator. So you do your work here and see if it's going to equate this one. Or the lowest common denominator, because we found it before, which is 20, you can multiply everybody by 20. So 20 divided by 2 again, it's going to give you 10 times 11. Okay, so 10 times 11 is 110. All right, simple operation there. Minus 20 divided by 5, which is 4. So 4 times 1 is 4. And that would be equal to, then 20, so this one here, so that would be 106. Because 20 crossed out. Okay, so now 110 minus 4, which is on the left side, we got to combine them. So is 110 minus 4 equals to 106? Yes. So these two numbers are the same, and this is how you check, because you want to make sure that whatever you have on the left side of the equal sign is just the same thing that you're going to have on the right side of the equal sign. All right? And then that means this x equals to 15 checks out. This is good. All right? So this is it, guys. You have problems like this, take your time, balance things out, make sure that you don't make any sign mistakes or any slight, calculations mistakes, and then you should be fine. Okay? See you